how to transfer high schools. Whether you're moving to a new place or need a new academic setting, transferring high schools can be an intimidating process. Adapting to a new environment is hard, which is why it's important to establish strong relationships with your new teachers, peers, and counselors. There are strategies you can take, such as gathering necessary paperwork or taking a tour of your new school, that can make transferring high schools feel less stressful. Before going into details, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Method 1. Transferring for personal reasons. Make sure your personal reason for transferring high schools is valid. To be approved for a transfer, it must be for a valid reason. If you're being bullied or struggling to keep up academically, your request will most likely be approved. If you're sick of your current high school and want to transfer to one where most of your friends are, this won't be approved. Look at your district's list of acceptable reasons to transfer to see if yours is a valid reason. A list of acceptable reasons to apply for a high school transfer can be found on the school district's website. Talk to your current guidance counselor about your planned transfer. Your guidance counselor will be able to tell you about the transfer process and what steps you should take next. Ask about important deadlines for paperwork or applications, which records you'll need to find, and if they have a recommendation for which school might be best for you. Find another school within your district. Since you're not moving, you'll want to find a school close to home, most likely still in your school district. By visiting your school district's website or calling a representative from your school district's office, you'll be able to figure out which schools are in your district and which one would be a good fit. Fill out all of the required paperwork. To apply for a transfer request, you'll need to fill out a specific form. These transfer request forms can either be found online at the school's or district's website, or you can go to the school or district's office and ask for them in person. There also might be other enrollment paperwork that needs to be filled out. Work with your parents or guardian to make sure all of the information that's filled out is correct. Gather all of your necessary records. The high school that you attend will need copies of important documents such as your birth certificate, medical records, and previous school transcripts. Make copies of these before you submit them, just to be safe. Submit your transfer request application by the deadline. Once the paperwork is all filled out and your records are copied, it's time to turn in your transfer request. Be sure to turn it in by the deadline given to you by your guidance counselor or other school staff member. Identify any changes in curriculum. Your new high school may have different classes or curriculum than your old high school. Talk to an academic advisor or current teacher at your new school to see if the curriculum matches. Knowing whether you're ahead, behind, or right on track with your classwork beforehand will help make your transition much easier. Start building a new school support network. A new high school is a chance to start fresh. Make strong first impressions by smiling at people in the halls, introducing yourself to your peers, and taking an active part in your schoolwork. Start establishing strong connections with your teachers and coaches too. Talk to your parents about any problems or concerns you have. If you're feeling anxious or have some concerns about your new high school, talk to your parents. Sharing your thoughts with them will help to relieve some of your stress, and it's important to establish open communication with them. Method 2. Transferring due to a move. Start the transfer process as soon as you know you're moving. Since moving can take place at any time during the year, it's alright if you have to switch schools in the middle of the school year. Once you find out you're moving, start gathering information about your new school district and find out what you'll have to do to complete the process. Discuss how transferring will work with staff at your future school. The staff at your future school will be able to tell you exactly what you need to do to complete your transfer, such as forms you'll need to fill out, how to transfer in the middle of the school year, or what papers you'll need to find. They should also inform you of all important dates and deadlines. Contact your new high school by phone or email to find out all of the important information. If you live close enough to your new school that you can visit, stop by and ask them about the process in person. They may be able to give you the paperwork right then. Discover what the high school in your new district has to offer. Doing a little research on your new school before you move can make you feel more prepared. Look on the school's website to find out which extracurriculars they offer, what their academics are like, how diverse the school is, and if there are any similarities to your old school. There are many websites that list a school's ratings, as well as information about how much homework is given, what the teachers are like, and reviews about the school. Collect all of the records that you need to submit to the school. Your new high school will need your medical records, proof of residency, past school transcripts, and any other important documents to enroll you. Gather all of these papers together and be sure to make copies of them before you submit them to the school. Find out if all of your credits will transfer. Many times, not all of your credits will transfer to your new school due to differences in classes and curriculum. Set up a meeting with an academic advisor at the new high school to find out which credits will transfer. It's also a good idea to ask about the graduation requirements so that you know which classes you need to take. If you can't physically visit an academic advisor because you haven't moved yet, try emailing or calling them to get your questions answered. Visit the school you're zoned for to get a feel for it. Once you've moved and are about to start your new high school, try to visit it beforehand. Request a tour or meeting with the faculty or staff so that you can begin to get acquainted with the new environment. Knowing where a few classes are or where the lunchroom is located before you start your first day will help relieve some nerves. Get involved in the school community to make new friends. Moving to a new place can be overwhelming, and building new friendships will help ease this transition. Sign up for extracurricular activities, join a club or sport, or simply talk to someone about one of your favorite hobbies. Taking part in an activity or discussion about something you're interested in will help you form friendships. Stay positive. Focus on things you like about your new school to avoid feeling down or anxious about your transition. Maybe you really like attending school soccer games, or you've made a new friend in science class. Finding the positives in every situation will keep you motivated and happier.